Today's aim is that students will be able to determine unit rate and use unit rate to compare two quantities. So let's fill in some vocabulary. First, the unit rate is the amount of one quantity for every one of another quantity. There's some three key words that we should know. First, per, each, and every. These are key words that let us know we're looking at a unit rate. For example, 45 miles per hour. This is per 1 hour. There's an invisible 1 there. 3 books each month, each 1 month. $3 for every box of M&Ms. Every one box of M&Ms costs $3. Let's fill in some key steps. Number 1, rewrite the information in the question as number in units per other number in units. Then rewrite that statement as a fraction. To find the unit rate, divide the numerator, that is the number before per, by the denominator, the value after per. Write your answer including units. Let's look at the first example. A 24-ounce soda costs $1.75. How much does it cost per ounce? Round to the nearest cent. First, I'm going to cube my problem by I'm going to circle my numbers. 24-ounce soda costs $1.75. How much does it cost? So cost per ounce. So I'm going to start with step 1. I'm going to rewrite the information in the question as something per something else. Well, in the question it says cost per ounce. So I'm going to put cost, $1.75 per ounce, 24 ounces. Next, I'm going to rewrite that information as a fraction. So I'm going to write step 2, 175 divided by 24, or 175 over 24. My third step is to divide the numerator divided by the denominator. So I'm going to do step 3 over here. 1.75 divided by 24. The numerator always goes in the house. So how many times does 24 go into 1? Well, 0. How many times does 24 go into 17? Again, 0. I need to put my decimal point there. How many times does 24 go into 175? Well, it goes in 7 times. And if we do 7 times 24, then we get 168. If we subtract that, I'm going to need to borrow 1 here, 6. Make that a 15. 15 minus 8 gives me 7. And 6 minus 6 gives me 0. Now, I have 7 here. I need to add an extra 0. Bring down the 0. How many times does 24 go into 70? Well, it goes in 2 times. 2 times 24 is 68. If we subtract that, we need to borrow 1 here. That's 6. Bring that into 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 6 minus 6 is 0. So if we can continue, this would be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So if we rewrite that, it'd be 0.072. And it says to round to the nearest cent. So we're going to round to the hundredths place. We look to the right. The number to the right is not bigger than 5. So we just cross it off. And now we have 0.07 or 7 cents per ounce. So each ounce of soda costs 7 cents. Let's look at the next example. At Fine Fare, 2 pounds of chicken, I'm going to go ahead and circle my numbers in units. 2 pounds of chicken cost $10.90. How much would you pay for 5 pounds of chicken at the same unit price? So first I need to find the unit price, and then I need to find out how much 5 pounds of chicken would cost. So first, I'm going to write my unit price as something per something. So I'm going to write the price per pound of chicken. So I'm trying to find a unit price, so I'm going to find $10.90 per 2 pounds of chicken. And LBS just stands for pounds. Next, step 2, I'm going to rewrite this as a fraction. 10.9 divided by 2. Step 3, I actually work it out. So I'm going to do 10.90 divided by 2. Well, 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2, 10. 5 times 2 is 10. We subtract, that gives me 0. Bring down my 9. 2 goes into 9 4 times. Make sure I bring my decimal point directly up. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract, we get 1. Bring down the 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10 with a remainder of 0. So this means that it costs $5.45 per pound of chicken. But the question asks, how much would you pay for 5 pounds? So I'm going to pay $5.45 for each pound. So I'm going to need to multiply by 5 in order to find out how much I need to pay for all 5 pounds of chicken. 5 times 5 is 25. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 2 is 27. There's 2 numbers after my decimal point, so I move 2 to the right, or 2 to the left, and put that right there. So now I know it costs $27.25 for 5 pounds of chicken. And I put a box around my final answer. Example number 3. Songs on iTunes can be purchased in groups of 3 for $1.99 or 20 for $10.99. Which is a better buy? Find the unit price for each deal. That's the hint to help us out. So we want to find out which one is cheapest. What's the best option? So again, I'm going to need to do 2 unit prices because I have 2 options. So here's option 1. Option 1. First, I rewrite it as something per something. So I put my price first. I'm finding the unit price. The price comes first. $1.99 per 3 songs. It's very important that you include the units. Second, I rewrite it as a fraction. $1.99 divided by 3. Then I'm going to actually do that division. So I'll do that right here. $1.99 divided by 3. Well, 3 goes into 19 6 times. I bring my decimal point directly up. 6 times 3 is 18. Subtract, we get 1. Bring down our 9. 3 goes into 19 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. We can see a pattern here. If we add a 0, bring it down, we have 10. 3 goes into 10 9 times. 9 times, goes in 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. We get 1. And we could keep on going, but we can stop because we have to have cents. So if we add the 0 here, this is 0.663. If we round off to the nearest cent, this is 66 cents per song for option 1. I'm just going to put a nice little circle around there. That's option 1. I'm going to draw a line. Option 2, let's try that one out. Option 2 says we could buy 20 songs for $10.99. So again, part 1, I put my price, $10.99 per 20 songs. Then I write it as a fraction. $10.99 divided by 20. Now I actually need to do the division. I'll do it over here to the side. Number 3, $10.99 divided by 20. Well, 20 can't go into 10, but it can go into 109. It goes in 5 times. 5 times 20 is 100. If we subtract, we get 9. Bring down my 9. 20 goes into 99 4 times. 4 times 20 is 80. Subtract, 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. Add a 0, bring it down. 20 goes into 190 9 times. 9 times 20 is 180. Subtract, and we get 10. And we could keep on going, but we need to stop because we already are down to our cents. So this is the same as 0.549. We want to round off to the nearest cent. So I look at my cents, I look to the right. Well, this number is bigger than 5, so this one goes up 1. So this is going to be 0.55 cents, so 55 cents per song. So which option is better? Well, we could pay 66 cents per song, or we could pay 55 cents per song. So this option is definitely better. So I'm going to say option 2 is the best deal. And then I put a nice box around this because this is my final answer. Now it's time for you to practice.